Wow, do you know what would make this romantic comedy even better? Having Uma Thurman come out as our US president with a terrible southern accent.
Represent the family at the royal wedding and don't cause an international incident.
Henry shoved me.
An urge I currently share with the prince.
Oh, there it is! This film's awesome! Red, white, and released a couple of months ago in 2023 and is directed by Matthew Lopez, who is making his feature-length directorial debut with this movie, and is also known for writing such plays like The Inheritance and the stage adaptation of Some Like It Hot. And this film is starring Taylor Zacher Perez, Nicholas Galantine, Clifton Collins Jr., Sarah Shahi, Rachel Hilson, Stephen Fry, and Uma Thurman. Alex Claremont Diaz is the first son of the President of the United States, and he is attending a royal wedding in England, where he has an adorable rage-filled meet-cute with the Prince Henry, and get into a little skirmish that ends up with a giant cake on top of them. Well, to put this international social media instant at bay, they start doing media press with each other, and start developing a strong friendship that eventually grows into an intense and passionate love. But we all know how politics and the royal family works in this world. Gosh, if you have homosexuality anywhere close to any one of those offices, it's gonna be hell on earth, I tell ya! It's really sad. I feel like we have progressed a lot over the last 80 to 100 years when it comes to the accepting of homosexuality or something other than heterosexuality in the mainstream media, but I also feel like we've gone nowhere because we have stories like this of these two people who are madly in love with each other and just want to share in their love with each other and express their love with each other to everyone, and yet we still have all of these old school mindsets and old school traditions, in particular in Great Britain, where if you are gay, there's absolutely no way that you can ascend to the throne. And the thought also crossed my mind, I even asked my wife about this too, like, do you think at any point in our lifetime that we are going to see a gay president? And sadly, the truth is, and she said it too, I don't think it's going to happen, at least in our lifetime. That's how slow it is felt as a society where the gay community is still fighting for their rights and their acceptance in major, leadership roles like this. That's just me on top of my soapbox that I'm going to climb off of now and just solely talk about this movie, because this movie is absolutely adorable. Apparently this is based on a book, so I'm sure the book is fantastic too. I'm not a big reader, but maybe I'll get around to reading this one, because this was actually a really fine story. And when you're doing a major romantic comedy like this, you better be sure that your two lead actors have great chemistry with each other, and oh my god, the chemistry between these two is insufferable. Like, oh my god, just get with each other already. It also helps a lot that they are two very beautiful looking men. I mean, come on. But this follows all of your standard tropes for any romantic comedy story. We have a little meet-cute where they're not sure about each other. Actually, they kind of hate each other. Something happens to where now they have to be together all the time. And because they're together all the time, or they're texting all the time, all of a sudden they start becoming friends. And they're like, hey, I actually like this person. I just like hanging out with them. But then a couple of parties and a couple of nights, those, hey, friendship feelings start progressing a little bit. And we start seeing kisses happen and groping happen, and then after a little bit of passionate love, all of a sudden we get something where these two people can't be together. One of them wants to be together and is doing everything in their power to do it. One of them also wants to be together but knows that they have a responsibility to where they can't be together, damn it, which leads to a beautiful and wonderful climax of this film. And the climax actually does make me hopeful for my concern that I shared at the beginning of this review. Just seeing all the outpouring of love for them finally getting together and rising up and refuting past traditions and ideas of traditions of what is appropriate and what's not appropriate with the royal family. I like it. It makes me hopeful. And maybe it will eventually lead to someone who is openly gay getting a position of power in this country, becoming a president. I would love to see it personally, and I really hope it happens in my lifetime. Taylor and Nicholas have fantastic chemistry with each other. At no point in here do I feel like the relationship and the love is forced. It all just felt natural. Them walking around and dancing in the museum, it's one of my favorite parts of this movie. But then we move to Uma Thurman, who plays the President of the United States, who is from Texas, apparently a Democrat from Texas, which that's just... What? A Democrat from Texas being elected as president. Just wow. And the whole, like, building up to the ending of this movie is having Uma Thurman, she's rerunning for president, and they're going to try to flip Texas. They're going to try to turn Texas blue. Which, right there, you know it's fictional. And I like Uma Thurman. She has given some wonderful performances over the years. Her as a Southerner does not work. Oh, that accent. We could do without that. Could we have made her from any other state? And any other state. It would have been much better. This is a solid romantic comedy through and through. There are points in the script where the dialogue is very forced. I'm assuming that it's dialogue ripped directly from the pages of the book. And if you read that dialogue in the book, it probably reads a lot better. But actually hearing words said out loud that are from a book, it felt very forced. And it felt like they were trying to be very poetic. Almost Shakespearean in a way. There's a scene where Alex flies out to England to meet up with Prince Harry because he's ghosting him. And it's like this warm amber setting, this private room. And Alex is just shooting out all of this dialogue. And I'm like, people don't talk like that, sir. Who has ever said those words in that order coming out of your mouth? I don't think anyone has. So the dialogue could get very cheesy, it could get very forced, but this whole story, the chemistry between our two actors, I think is wonderful. This was a really adorable and really cute film that I could definitely go back and watch over and over again. This was a great romantic comedy. I'm going to give Red, White, and Royal Blue 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
So guys, if you've seen Red, White, and Royal Blue, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you know the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.